Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Bread Brothers. We're back again. It's me and Sammy tonight. We're going to talk about Cardano versus MATIC. Which one are you bullish on? Now, me, Sammy, I used to be a Cardano fan. I'm probably more of a MATIC fan now, but it may change, right? It may change. And the reason why I'm saying MATIC is because MATIC, I believe around the corner, they've got a big project announcement happening. They have an announcement coming around.
DK roll-ups, man. Tell me about it. When's it happening?
Well, they're saying that from memory, and from 9th of December, I think that it's coming around the corner.
Thursday, just around the corner, a few nights away. They're going to have a whole conference. It's going to be a whole conference, I think, and it's going to be the MATIC, and Vitalik is going to be up there on stage talking. I don't know what this kid is going to say, but he better say something.
That's why I'm probably more bullish on MATIC at the moment, and then I'll probably switch to Cardano. I'll tell you why I'll switch to Cardano soon too.
Well, just remember, there's an event coming up with MATIC, so just be cautious of any buy the rumor, sell the news events. So just be 100%. Cautious of that. Because
Sammy, you and I know that, people buy the rumor, like no matter what. I don't care. That, like, hands down, the guys, that works. Like, if you know a certain event, certain news coming out, people just tend to buy it because they're like, oh, what's going to happen? So everyone starts piling in. And most people dump on the day of the event or the day before. So keep in mind that, right? Now, I'll stop there for about MATIC. And then the reason why I'm so bullish about Cardano, even though I said MATIC first, but there's a bullish sentiment for MATIC, for Cardano as well. The wallets are increasing. There's more people buying, less people are selling.
There's more network activity.
Yeah, they have Sunday swap coming, which is a huge. And Sammy can probably elaborate a bit more on this, why Sunday swap is such a big.
Yeah, so it's been in the making for a while. Sunday Swap, they released their testnet on Sunday. Had some trouble with it, but that's okay. That's what the testnet is for. They're going to develop it. It's highly anticipated. And Charles has been teasing that the mainnet might be going live early Q1 as opposed to just in Q1. And this is huge because once there's a DEX established on the Cardano network, that means that gives birth to DeFi applications and more applications to start growing. This is what could kick off the ecosystem growth, pretty much.
Yeah, so it can be like
Ethereum, in my opinion.
Yeah, so it can be like Solana, Avalanche, all these things that are just kicking off on theirs, and Cardano can be the next top dog.
The difference is, let's not forget, Cardano was the first one that actually started implementing a proof of stake consensus model.
Really?
Right? Yeah, it was the first one. Solana, everything else did the same traditional thing as Ethereum. Here's a package, bang it out, and whatever nuts and bolts fall out, they'll try to fix it along the way. I mean, Solana went down when the transaction count went through the roof when bots got involved. Ethereum's been hacked and been taken down a number of times, still surviving. But what Charles has done is he's got the most advanced minded people to come together to do to establish a consensus model that's been heavily audited and endorsed by the industry. Yeah, that's different. What everyone else is doing.
It's interesting you say that. There's a lot of haters for Cardano. I don't know why people just
it's because they missed the boat. And ADA has been one of in the top 10, top 20. It's been the most performing asset, highest performing asset.
It's been holding its position. It's been in the top 10, the top 5 for a long time now, that kind of says a lot, guys, that you should really think about it. And you might remember what I said earlier. A lot of people are buying Cardano and not selling Cardano. The wallets are increasing. So investor had it coming on. So you should think about, why are people not selling? Do you know what I mean? What are they waiting for? Maybe we can show from the TA perspective, what are they waiting for? Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't marry any of your bags, but you shouldn't also throw FUD or dirt onto any of these coins, because at the end of the day, we're here to make money, guys. We're here to make money.
Absolutely.
And anything that me and Sammy say is not financial advice. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, Sammy. My plan is, maybe I'll tell you what I'm going to do after you show the graphs. Yeah.
Let's get through it quickly. I want to get this video quick for our viewers, so
100%.
Let's spend 2 minutes on these charts quickly. So what we've got is MATIC first. We'll compare both MATIC and ADA. So this is MATIC on the weekly. Not putting up the log yet, we can see it. You can clearly see this blue line, my area of support, perfectly bounced off the reload zones here and here. But yeah, that's an area of support. And on the weekly, what do you call this? It's an ascending triangle. It's bullish. It's got 70% chance of a bullish breakout. And it did that. It did that last week. We had the breakout, right? Yeah. Despite the dump polar that we had, we still got the breakout. And you've got that volume. Volume isn't as high as previous, but hey, it's higher than average. I'll take that. We also got a retest, and this candle here is moving up. I'm just want to bring caution to this, because if we bring a fib level from that previous high this year down to the low, you got this fib retracement area of a heavy resistance. So I do want to see it close above this level. But for me, MATIC, I'll be looking at buying any more MATIC if it comes down to this level of support right here. Quickly zooming in onto the daily chart, we can see on the daily, this is what we've got going on. Resistance up here on this white line at $2.47. I'm looking at MATIC to have a daily close above this and a retest and hold above that level. That will be bullish. However, I do have a MATIC trade open from, buying these dips down here, and I am selling in this area. In previous videos, we talked about selling before resistance. I am looking at selling in this area, but if we do get a daily close above this and a hold, I might be looking at buying some more MATIC. But that's MATIC.
From a trade. That's from a trader's perspective, right?
Yeah. Measured move. I'll quickly give you the price target for this measured move.
I love these. I love these price measured targets.
Yeah, so with these ascending triangles, typically the height of you take the height of the triangle over, carried it over to here. You're looking at, where's that get you? At $3.52. I've also got the fib levels from the previous swing high to the swing low. The 1272 comes in at $3.26. Yeah. For my long-term hodl bags, I would be thinking about taking profits in that region. Simply because
what is the long-term price prediction on this? If the bull run is still
like moon bag?
Yeah.
You just got to take it level by level, because look, MATIC started down here. Yeah. Right. Moved across, went sideways from 2019. It was boring for a year. It moved sideways. So what? I can't really pull a fib from there to there. Okay, so you get some fib levels. Looks crazy. So if you pull a fib from the previous swing high to the low in the bear market, you do get some levels here. You got some levels in confluence with the other fib that I pulled out here. So anywhere, I'll say $25 to $53. These are heavy moon bag predictions.
Yeah, these are pretty long shots. I'll take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I would, like I said, always, you take it all by fib levels, right? You take it all by fib levels. So let's hold the 272. If that doesn't work, you're looking at coming down to these fib levels. Yeah. If that holds, you're looking at getting to the 1.618 fib levels, which is $3.98. Just take it all by the fib levels. That's my advice.
Fantastic. Now, in saying that, let's compare Cardano to this. Where we're at, what's happening with it. Okay. And then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do in this, and hopefully it does work out.
So just quickly, we've got a lot to say with ADA. I've got these green arrows and red and whatnot. So I'll quickly start off with the daily and I'll explain what's going on. Red is bearish, green is bullish case. And I'll give you the bearish case right now. So ADA, if we go on to the weekly, right, from the previous bull run to the bear market low, we pull a fib on it. We get an extension level, right? We get that 1.618 extension level right there at $2.62. Which we came close to it, came back down. We got above it, didn't hold it, and we came back down. So that fib level of the 1.618, $2.60, whatever, that's going to be a tough area to break. So that's an area of resistance you might be looking at for taking profits. The other thing that I want to bring to your attention on the daily, we've got a potential death cross coming in for ADA, which is not good in the these are lagging indicators, okay? So most of the damage is already done, but at the same time, it might also indicate further downtrend of the market. So I just wanted to bring that down to you. The other thing I wanted to say is in this dump that we had, right? So if we grab the fib level from that low that we had in the year to the swing high, you get this fib levels, and look at that reload zone. ADA has made its way down to that reload zone. So this is the area where you want to start thinking about buying. And I've drawn up what I see is the support and resistance. So here's my support line, here's my resistance line, right?
Yes.
We're also seeing RSI being heavily oversold down here in this area. So your conversation should be, yeah, buy ADA right now. But my area of invalidation would be if we don't hold this reload zone, if we fall out of this green box, or if we fall out of this channel. And I'll get to this channel because it's very important. But so far you're with me, right? We've come down to this reload zone and we need to hold it, right? We need to get back up above this 200-day moving average. If we don't, and we start hitting our head up against the 200-day or the 50-day moving average, we're going to see some more downturn. Ultimately, if we do lose the fib reload zone, my ultimate support is this green line here at $1 because it held very strongly. We saw a lot of buy pressure come in at the $1. Look, every time Cardano dumped, heavy buy pressure came in from $1, right?
And I'll be buying too.
Yeah, so if we do get a daily close below $1, that is a warning shot fired. If we get a close below this reload zone, that's another warning shot. And lastly, I want to go on the log weekly chart and just tell you what our journey looks like so far. Oh, would you look at that? The $1 area is also the 1.272 fib level, pretty close to it at around 91 cents. So pretty spot on there. Anyway, you could see here, Ibby, ADA 50-week moving average, the red line, and you've got this channel that has been bouncing inside of, right? What's been going on here is, for me, ADA is a make or break. Yeah, you could buy ADA and it might be a Hail Mary shot and you might make a lot of money on it, but it's a make or break right now. Does that make sense? So you could buy it here on this support, but if you get a weekly close below this trend line, that's a warning shot. And if you get a weekly close below $1, that's your second warning shot. You got to get out of it. But for now, ADA is make or break. And I'd love to come here next week and tell you that, you know, we got out of this zone and we broke out of it, and that'll be fantastic. But, you know, time will tell. Time will tell with what's in store for ADA. If we lose this level, first warning shot. If we lose this level, second warning shot. I'll be exiting.
Get out, man. Get out.
Target, if we do survive this, I do still see ADA going to and around $10 to $13 in that area. So right now, great opportunity to get into ADA. Really, if you've missed the boat in ADA, this is a great opportunity. Just remember, you got to be willing to take a 20%, 30% loss if you want to make a 5x gain. That's the game we play. Do you know what I mean? That's a fair risk to reward, honestly. A 30% loss, a potential 5x gain.
And you guys might remember on our BTC that we only took, are we bearish or bullish? Now, BTC does play an important factor in regards to this. Like if the market starts collapsing and so on, so that's why it's very important to understand, as Sammy have already told you, where these are the bearish scenarios and this is when you should exit, right? But now we're telling you the bullish sentiment, where that if it does run up, where our targets are. Now, at the end of the day, this is not financial advice, but if it does break out, and you know there's news coming out, right? There's news coming out for Cardano. If it does break out, the possibility of making a 5x on your money, it's pretty high, guys. It's pretty high. I'm pretty excited, and I'm going to say what I'm going to try to do, Sammy. I'm going to try to, I tend to try to front run things, a lot of things. It just works for me. Sometimes, you know, it fails, but majority of the time it works for me. My aim of the game is that I'm going to try to run up with MATIC, you know, the news that we said, the profits. I'll probably start taking profits off there. And then I'm going to take those profits and I'm going to actually put into Cardano if it hasn't popped off yet. You know what I mean, Sammy?
Yeah.
That's me, but I don't know whether that's a wise thing. It's been working for me, where I see an opportunity and I see another launch pad about to happen, but it's all a risk. How about if the whole market just collapsed? Then I've lost all my gains.
Yeah.
But if it does work out, I'll make a lot of gains.
Yeah.
Sammy.
And like I said, if you're going to move your bag back into ADA, you want to see all those warning shots disappear, right? You want to come back to me and say, Sammy, is there those warning shots? And I'll say, nah, they've been negated. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear that you're in an uptrend. The other thing that I just spotted with the charts with ADA is on the weekly, right? So you can't beat anything else on the weekly. Look at this consolidation of the RSI down here. Finding support every time it bounces, that's its support, that's its resistance. So I am hoping that ADA does do a bounce goes up to here at least. But if we do get a bounce here, rolls over, comes down here, rolls over, it's going to keep on hitting this. It's going to keep on hitting this, and its time will come. Like, you can see this trend line. It extends so far. Like, let's say on a weekly it gets oversold. You're talking October 2022. I don't know what you'll be doing at October 2022. If the RSI is down here on the weekly chart, I'm going all into ADA because, you know, it's got nowhere else to go. It's time for this RSI to start breaking out. And that is when you're going to make 100x gain on ADA.
Wow.
Now, keep an eye on this RSI on the weekly chart. I'm expecting a bounce here, but if it doesn't do a solid bounce up to the area of support up here, RSI could roll over, bring ADA into the bear market. But yeah, bear markets don't last long. I can give you a timeline right here. If we do go into a bear market, you are looking at a potential exit from that market in about 2 years from now. So not too bad.
And I'm definitely going to come back during the bear market. I don't know about you guys. A lot of people kind of get washed out in this and they said, I'm never coming back to crypto again. In fact, you should come when no one else is buying. You should buy when the market's just red and no one else, everyone's given up. That's when you buy. That's when you make the biggest money. You know, you're talking about 5x, 10x here. Nah, the real money is made when no one else is buying. Like Cardano, like I'm going to be honest here, Sammy. I bought Cardano at 5 cents, dude, when no one else was talking about it. You know what I mean? And I rode that bad boy up to $3.30. Yeah, and I'm happy to take it, right? Yeah, that's me. I'm just being very honest here.
That's your plan. You're going to ride MATIC and you're going to move things into ADA. But before you move into ADA, I want you to just to make sure those warning signs aren't there, because there are plenty of other great coins with better market structure than ADA at the moment, like Solana, pretty much, even Ethereum. Depends on how much gains you want. But yeah, for ADA gang, let's hope it holds this support and we start seeing it work its way through. So fundamentally, still great, still doing well. Don't give a shit that eToro delisted it. Don't care that eToro delisted it. That's just a bit of FUD in the game. In fact, a bigger exchange actually listed ADA, but all the news was about freaking eToro. So that's it for me.
eToro, like who uses eToro these days? Anyway, we won't even get into it. I'll tell you what, that is it, guys. That is it. But I'm gonna say to Sammy, maybe in the next episode, let's talk about Solana versus Ethereum. Which one is the better investment? You know what I mean? If you were entering the market, let's talk about that. But that's it, guys. We're done.
Thanks for hanging with us. We went over time, so I hope this was valued. And if you made it to the end, hit a like. Honestly, give me a like.
And actually, you know what? Tell me, are you a Cardano fan or are you a MATIC Polygon fan? Which one do you support the most? Polygon. All
right,
guys. All right. Thank you so much. Take care.
Peace.
Bye.